Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I do unboxings, mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, but a variety of other categories as well, including books, beauty, jewelry, travel, home decor, and the very occasional dash of Disney. So if you enjoy unboxings, mostly subscription boxes is what I do here on the channel. I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell, and that way you'll find out whenever I post new videos, which is usually at least once a day, if not twice, whenever I announce giveaways, and of course whenever I go live. And as always, if you are already subscribed, thank you so much for being here and welcome back. I really appreciate those of you who are not Disney fans who are watching just to support the channel, and of course to those of you who are strictly Disney fans and that's what you're here for, thanks for stopping by. I do have an entire Disney unboxing playlist. This is not a Disney subscription box or a Disney limited edition box. This is a mini haul because I had the amazing experience of having lunch at Club 33. So Club 33, in case you are not aware, is the private club at Disneyland. It has been around now for 55 years. They are celebrating their Emerald anniversary, and that is what these ears are celebrating, and a lot of the merch that I was able to purchase. It is by invitation only, and there are just a few hundred members. I am not a member. I do not have a super good connection to a member. This was actually set up back in 2020 to celebrate my aunt's 60th birthday. Obviously, that got canceled, postponed, and we were able to reschedule for this year, and I was so thrilled to get to finally go. It is so exclusive, so fancy. Don't ask me too many questions because I honestly don't know the answers, but I believe that the initiation fee for membership is about 25 grand, and then you have to pay the membership dues every year after that. We had the opportunity to spend some time in the lounge, which was lovely. Then we had our 5-course meal, which was amazing. I took plenty of pictures as well, and I posted some of them in a Facebook group that is dedicated to Club 33, of course, and I got to actually take my picture with Mickey and Minnie, who were back in Club 33 after a little hiatus. They weren't doing character meet and greets up there in the club for a while. It was just so fantastic. And so I knew when I went, even though I shouldn't be spending as much as I did in this economy currently, I knew that when I finally got the opportunity to go to Club 33, which is really a once-in-a-lifetime experience, I hope I get to go again one day, but who knows if I ever will, I knew I was gonna drop some cash. So I was prepared for it. I actually wound up spending a little bit less than I had budgeted for because I really wanted the limited edition tiki mugs that they had, but they were actually completely sold out of them. So when I realized that, it kind of freed up my budget a little bit. So I was able to buy, you know how I am with drinkware, a couple of sets of things that I wasn't planning on buying. I still spent a good amount of cash, and I will tell you how much I spent on these items as we go through them. But first, let me show you the ears because I am an ear collector. I probably have about 50 pairs of ears from small shops and actually Disney ears and Loungefly ears. These are just so special. Again, it is the Emerald anniversary, so it's kind of like a faux quilted leather, and these the scroll work is all inspired, of course, by the stained glass that is there at Club 33. It's got this beautiful emerald bow in velvet, and then it has this nice medallion. There's actually little sparkles, little emeralds in that 5 there. I just thought it was gorgeous. And then embroidered here along the side in gold thread, of course, it says Club 33. I love that it's got the short tag, you guys. It's pretty comfortable. I got 2 pairs, as you can see, one that's going to kind of go like in a special box where I don't touch it, and one where next time I go to the parks, I'm going to show it off because I just think they're gorgeous. I love the green. I think it's really pretty, and it's very, very stylized and kind of like deco. So I was really excited about these ears. They had ears before when the club closed in 2020, along with everything else, that were like with a big puffy bow, and I love me a big puffy bow, but those were obviously gone, and I was really excited to be there. We actually wound up being there on the actual anniversary day, which was just so special in my opinion. So we really kind of lucked out on the rescheduling. These ears, like most ears at Disneyland, I think they were the regular price of, so they were actually $35. So usually ears in the parks are $29.99, but there are some special ears that are $35. So, but they weren't exorbitant as I thought they might be. So, and I actually think they're really pretty. So The next item that I'm going to show you guys is some of the drinkware that I got. So of course, I got them in sets, but I'm just going to show you one of each because I'm going to keep a lot of this kind of packed away. But I wanted to show you they do pack everything up really nicely for you. Now, there are some items that are for members only. They did have some beautiful jewelry pieces. They even had some apparel pieces. Just wanted to buy things that I would eventually actually use. So essentially, I got what they call a short glass, but it's basically a nice highball glass, and it just has engraved, etched on it, basically sandblasted on it, 33 with the emblem. It's got that nice thick bottom. So I believe my uncle actually got a set of these as well when he saw me pick these up. They were all kind of amazed at me like purchasing them because I don't think the rest of my family realizes what a Disney fan I have become, especially over the last few years through my Disney unboxing watching as well as doing here on my channel. So I thought those were lovely, and those short glasses were $30 a piece. I got a set of 2 of them. We will take a look at the other item drinkware wise that I received, which came in this beautiful box. So I'm going to be keeping things in the storage box. And again, I got a set of 2 of these. So hopefully I can unwrap everything nicely for you and keep everything pretty pristine, because you guys know I have a pretty small house, but these were just sort of items that I got because I will probably only use them for very special occasions. So it's a teacup and saucer set. And this is actually what I had my coffee in for lunch. So I just thought this was gorgeous. Just a beautiful teacup. And you can see on the far edge, it does say Club 33. I thought the gold scroll work was really lovely. I kind of like the angle of this handle, of course. And then, of course, on the bottom, so there was this little cardboard in there that sits on top of. And then in the bottom, we have our saucer. And what I really liked about this saucer is it kind of creates a sense of asymmetry. So here is the saucer, and you can see it has that matching scroll work. And then this, of course, is where the cup sits. So you have a little space for your little biscuits or your little treats or, of course, your tea. So this is what that looks like. Isn't that stunning, you guys? I just thought that was so sweet. Now, this saucer and cup set was $50. So yes, I spent $100 to get 2 of them, but you guys know me, I love the gold. I thought it was nice that the Club 33 elements were like very subtle. It's just really pretty, and again, I love that offset way that the cup sits on the saucer. So that was a little bit of a splurge. I was not expecting to buy that, but I have sort of started collecting teacups and saucers through subscription boxes. So when I saw that and when I wasn't getting my tiki mugs, I went ahead and got that instead. Then I also got, this is actually a gift for my mom. So let me see if I can open this up. My mom was there because, again, it was for my aunt's birthday, but delayed by a couple of years. And so she went with me, and I wanted to make sure that she had something to remember the occasion by. So it was kind of one of those things where I was like, just pick something out. They had gorgeous mugs and tumblers and jewelry, and she wouldn't let me spend a lot of money on her. So we got this, which is all wrapped up nicely. So they kind of let you pick from the case, and then they go into the back room and they bring everything out, and then they put it into the gorgeous bag. And then I got the fun of like walking through the park with all of my bags, and the people who know. Like when we got back to the hotel, and a couple of guys were like, yeah, good job. And then a couple of people were like, oh, where's that shop? That looks like a fun place to shop. You must have found a lot of things. I was like, I felt very special. So this is just a simple little trinket dish, of course, with that green and the emblem. That's the little tile mosaic that they have in the entryway. That's where that pattern comes from. And again, where that pattern there on the ears, it's kind of a combo of that and the stained glass. So this little tray was $35, and that's going to be my mom's little souvenir from our experience. I also got a pin. Now, I am a pin collector, but I am very specific about my pins. I usually only like Mickey head shaped pins. They didn't have any of those, but they did have several Emerald Anniversary kind of like mega pins. So I just got one of them. I think there were 6 different ones. There was one that was a really beautiful flower that was supposed to be inspired by one of the lamps. This was $33. I was actually surprised that more things weren't $33. Like, I was surprised the ears weren't $33 or the glasses weren't $33. But this pin was $33. So it does come in this nice collectible case, and this is what it looks like. So it's going to be kind of hard to see the detail on it, but it's just a nice big square, and this is the balcony pin. So there is a balcony that wraps around a good portion of the dining area, and you can actually go out on that balcony. It looks out on New Orleans Square. So of course it's got that emblem. There is that balcony. You can kind of see the blue sky and the clouds beyond. So I just thought that was like a good one to get, a good pin to get, even though I'm not like a crazy pin collector. So that's pretty much what I got. I got one kind of hero item, you guys. So they did have a Loungefly backpack, and I do have a collection of Loungefly backpacks, again, from the 2 years when the parks were closed and I was really collecting a lot of Disney merch. I don't need that much Disney merch, but I love the items that I have, and I use the items that I have. They had one with this pattern, but that was no longer in stock, so I had to go with the Dooney & Bourke. So Dooney & Bourke is a luxury brand that also does Disney collaborations, and they did this lovely crossbody, which was $198, which is a normal price for a Dooney & Bourke bag. So it does have real leather straps. I love this tag, of course, which I don't have to have it on the bag all the time, but why not? So again, this blue swirl with the green, inspired by the stained glass that you can actually see in the lounge as well. So it's a nice crossbody strap that actually has 2 buckles, so you can take that centerpiece off and have a shorter strap going on. It's got a nice size foot with little like the edging that makes it feel a little bit more structurally strong, of course, that ribbon. And then inside, so it's a little bit hard to get into, honestly. I was kind of hoping that it would have a little bit of a wider opening, that it would have one of those zippers that goes past, but it's still big, and it's still a little bit bigger than most of my crossbodies, which tend to be on the smaller side. So the piping is what I was trying to think of, but inside it's got this bright red interior, which I just thought was kind of fun and a surprise. It's got a few slip pockets on this side that you guys can kind of see, and then of course on this side it does have that zipper pouch. It has a nice long key or hook if you want to attach anything to it to make sure things don't get lost. There is another slip pouch a little bit past that zipper pouch in case you didn't see, and then of course it does have this zipper on the front as well. It's pretty thick. It's definitely got some weight. I believe this is like the canvased like faux leather, but it honestly feels like real leather. This marbled, it's got like a texture to it. And then again, these accents, the corner pieces and the strap, these are actual genuine leather. And then it's just got this nice deep zipper in the front so you can easy access some stuff. But I just thought this was really nice. Again, I think it's cool that it was inspired by the actual building and the design details, but it's also very subtle in terms of being a Disney bag because it doesn't have cartoon characters on it, for example. It's just got these beautiful blue and green swirls, so it felt like something that I could use every day without having everyone know that I'm a Disney fanatic, and at the same time it's kind of incognito sign to those who are in the know that would recognize this bag and this pattern. So I'm happy with this purchase. I don't know that I needed this one necessarily. I definitely didn't need it, but it seemed like a good purchase and a good genuine Dooney & Bourke bag that I could definitely use. It's a size and a style that I like because I can actually fit like a day planner in it. It's great for travel because it is crossbody. It's a little bit on the heavy side, honestly, for me to use in the parks, but I would definitely, if it was more of a walk around and enjoy a nice meal day versus a get on as many attractions as possible day, then I would probably use a backpack or fanny pack instead. But again, something that I could use every day out in the world. So that is all of the things that I got in my haul. I believe that with the tax, I wound up spending $588. So you guys can do the math and figure out exactly how many things I bought, because again, I didn't show you every single thing. I bought some things in pairs. I bought a couple of other gifts that were duplicates of what you've seen here, but I actually thought I did pretty good. Basically, I spent like $500 on myself. And I feel good about it because, again, it's something that I think I might only get to do once in my life, and I had a fantastic experience. The food was delicious. Let me just tell you real quick, if you are someone who is interested in things that are going on at Disneyland these days, so it is really a family thing for us. My mom went to Disneyland when she was a little girl, when it first opened in 1955. It is something that we like to share as a family, especially around the holidays or birthdays. We would rather share an experience than give each other material gifts. I know I just talked about a lot of of material things just now, but it is something that we enjoy doing still once or twice a year. We're not magic key holders at the moment because it makes more sense with the reservation system, and just because we always have to plan pretty far ahead to go up there. It's about an hour and a half drive for me, 2 hours for my mom. It is something that we will probably always do once or twice a year though. Keep going, and hopefully one day I get to go back to Club 33. So because we were a little bit more dressed up on this occasion and we went to Club 33 for lunch, I decided that it would be more of a walk around day. So I did actually book the Skyline Lounge experience in Tomorrowland, which is in that big building kind of off to the left of Space Mountain when you're walking up on it. So they give you this little lanyard, which is kind of goofy, and then it just is your identification. They also give you a wristband. It is $60 per person, but it basically gives you access to your own reserved seating area for about 4 hours, and it's a great viewing space if they have fireworks. Fireworks are always weather permitting. So our reservation was for $650. We showed up probably more around 7 o'clock, and honestly, with the check-in process, because you actually check in below, pick up your food, and then have to take it up to the terrace, it took us about half an hour. So my food was still hot, which I know some other YouTubers had said by the time they got up there, their food wasn't hot. I think it's because they were actually now making it to order. But even though our reservation was for $650, we didn't probably get seated until around 7:30. They have two kinds of seats. They have 4 top tables that are closer to the railing, and then they have more like bar top, high top, more like a very narrow table. So if you're okay with eating in a narrow space, I went with that because at a 4 top, you'll probably be seated with another couple if there's only 2 of you. If you have 4 people in your party, go for those 4 tops if you have a say. The rail ones that we sat out where you're facing out, I thought those were good just for viewing and being able to look at the park versus having to turn around in your chair to look at something or to look at the fireworks, which are kind of off to your right. It also includes, in addition to your dinner, which is kind of like prefix, you get a choice of 3 different things. There's a pasta bake, a meatloaf sandwich, or a chicken sandwich. I went with the chicken sandwich. It was okay. It wasn't like fantastic, but again, I was coming from Club 33, so nothing was really gonna impress me. But I would have really loved, because I think we could have just done mobile ordering pretty much from anywhere in the park, and if they had gone the extra mile and had people bring that, had servers bring that to your table, that would have absolutely been worth $60 to me. It's also unlimited non-alcoholic beverages up there, which was great. We got plenty of waters and sodas, which was nice, and it's come and go, so you can have your food and then you can leave and go do any lightning lane passes that you have or any shopping that you want to do, and you can be up there until 10 o'clock. The cast members that were working were fantastic. They were really interactive. We honestly didn't stay up there that long because it was a little cold, but they do have blankets available as well as chargers, so we didn't really get to interact with the cast members that much. That would have been a great space if they had some characters up there for that extra perk of being able to take your photo with some characters. Didn't necessarily have to be space characters or Star Wars characters or Mickey and Minnie, but just it would be fun to have that added element to this whole experience for $60. I just really would have liked to have table service. It doesn't have to be a special menu, but if I could have just ordered my grilled cheese and tomato soup from Jolly Holiday and had someone deliver it to me, that would have been like the best. That would have like made it totally worth it to me. Like I said, we actually left for about an hour because we had to go back and get some warmer clothes because it was so breezy up there. Because it was so breezy up there, we were really worried that there weren't going to be fireworks, but there were fireworks. We were able to see it. It was great. Right when they ended, they kind of cleared out the space, and we were just in time to get a great viewing spot for the Main Street Electrical Parade. So that is kind of a review and a little mini haul from Club 33. Fantastic experience. Of course, I don't have any video from that because you're not allowed to video in there. And then just my verbal experience of the Skyline Lounge experience, which I might do again if I was more prepared and I was willing to spend that full 4 hours up there instead of coming and going and not really taking advantage of the space. I do think they could make it better with table service as well as some character meet and greets. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below. If you appreciated this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not a Disney fan but you sat through it, please give it a thumbs up. And I will see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.